Okay, so you're ready to deep dive into AI for content creation, for your business specifically. And you shared David Ho's presentation on data-driven omni-channel marketing.
It is a deep dive.
Right, lots to unpack there. We're
Yeah.
going to pull out the key points, especially about AI content tools and how those could work for you.
Yeah, what's interesting is how Davis emphasizes that even small businesses can create really effective marketing content using AI. Um,
It's not just for the big guys
it's
anymore.
not just for the big guys anymore,
And
exactly.
he gives very specific recommendations. He
Yeah.
goes beyond just saying use AI.
Yeah.
He actually suggests tools like ChatGPT, Jasper, AI, Lumen 5, even repurposing content you've already made. He
Mm-hmm.
gave some really smart examples like turning a white paper into a LinkedIn post, a blog, and an infographic.
That repurposing strategy is so smart. I mean, it's all about working smarter, not harder.
Right.
But, it's important to remember that choosing the right AI tools and strategies really depends on what you're trying to achieve with your business.
It's not one size fits all.
A one-size-fits-all approach won't cut it.
Okay, so let's get into some of the specific. David
Yeah.
talks about this Media Intelligence Command Center,
Right.
basically gathering data from everywhere to get a clear picture of your market.
It's like having a finger on the pulse of what everyone's saying. You know what your competitors are doing and what your customers are actually looking for. And AI is crucial here because it can analyze massive amounts of data and pinpoint valuable insights that would take humans forever to find.
Right, it's like having a 24/7 research assistant,
Exactly.
but one that crunches numbers at warp speed.
Warp speed, yeah.
And it's not just about collecting data,
No.
it's about using it to create content that resonates.
Right.
And that's where David's Content Hub concept comes in.
The Content Hub is where you bring together all your marketing materials, articles, blog posts, videos, podcasts, everything you know. And this becomes the fuel for all your marketing channels. And the beauty of this is it really ties into his whole omni-channel marketing approach.
So you're hitting your audience with a consistent message, no matter where they encounter your brand
Yeah,
online, on social media, even in person. But
exactly.
here's the challenge David highlights, and it's one I think a lot of us face.
hmm
Creating all this content, especially at scale, can take a ton of time and resources.
A lot of businesses struggle with this.
For sure.
And that's really where AI can be a game changer.
Right.
David specifically mentions tools like ChatGPT and Jasper AI for generating written content and Lumen 5 for creating videos.
Hmm.
These tools can help businesses, even small ones, create high-quality content that might have seemed out of reach before.
It's like having a team of virtual writers and video editors at your fingertips,
Exactly.
ready to tackle any topic you throw at them.
Yeah, and he gets into some really interesting specific examples,
He does.
including Buddy Cloud, a pet healthcare company trying to break into the Malaysian market.
Right?
They're a good example because they had limited brand awareness in Malaysia. So David suggested creating targeted content specifically for Malaysian pet owners, considering their unique preferences and cultural nuances.
Yeah, tailoring it.
Tailoring it exactly. And he even pointed out that Malay pet owners are mostly cat owners, so focusing on cat-related content would be more effective than just generic pet care information.
Makes sense?
It does.
Meet your audience where they are.
Yeah, and he also suggested leveraging TikTok because it's hugely popular with Malay pet owners.
All right, so you got to go where the people are.
Exactly.
Okay. And then he had similar insight for Green Carbon, a company specializing in carbon credits.
Right.
They had good content,
They did.
but their website wasn't getting much traffic from Malaysia.
Their SEO just wasn't optimized for the local market, so David suggested targeting Malaysia-specific keywords related to carbon credits and sustainability.
Right.
For example, instead of just carbon credits, they should target phrases like carbon credits Malaysia or sustainability initiatives in Malaysia. It's about making sure your content actually shows up when people in Malaysia are searching for those solutions.
Right, being findable.
Being findable, exactly.
And he emphasized that it's not just about keywords.
No.
It's about creating content that truly speaks to the needs and interests of Malaysian businesses. So he suggested they publish LinkedIn articles about carbon credit policies in Malaysia.
It's a great example of how to tailor your content to a specific audience and position yourself as an expert in a particular market.
Right.
And he had all sorts of other recommendations for other businesses too, like Aljabayo and Kintasu.
So it seems like no matter what industry you're in, these data-driven approaches can be adapted
Absolutely.
to fit. But he spent a lot of time talking about AI tools for content creation.
He did.
What makes him so convinced that these tools are the answer?
Well, he seems to believe they can solve a lot of the problems that businesses face when it comes to creating enough high-quality content.
Mm-hmm.
They can make the process faster, more efficient, more accessible.
Right.
even for businesses with limited resources.
He's like, stop making excuses and start creating.
Yeah, basically.
But let's get into the specifics.
Let's do it.
What are these AI tools that he's so excited about, and how can they actually help businesses create better content?
Yeah, let's dive into those specific AI tools he recommended and how they can change the way businesses approach content creation.
Okay, so we've established that David is a big believer in AI for content creation.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't just throw out a bunch of buzzwords.
Oh, no.
He actually gave specific recommendations
Right.
for tools like ChatGPT, Jasper AI, and Lumen 5.
Yeah.
So what makes these tools so special?
Well, what's fascinating is that each tool serves a different purpose. He
Okay.
sees ChatGPT as a powerhouse for generating different types of content, from blog posts to like full-blown marketing reports.
He talked about how you could feed ChatGPT a data set of market trends and customer data,
Right.
and it could whip up a report summarizing key findings and even recommending strategies.
Exactly.
Wow.
A task that would normally take a team of analysts days to complete,
Right.
ChatGPT can potentially do in a fraction of the time.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
It really does sound like having a team of virtual analysts at your disposal.
At your fingertips.
And he also talked about Jasper AI.
Mm-hmm.
What was his take on that?
He seemed to view Jasper AI as more of a general purpose writing tool.
Yeah.
Think of blog posts, website copy, even social media captions.
Mm-hmm.
It's known for generating creative and engaging content that can help businesses keep up with the constant demand for fresh content.
It sounds like a dream for anyone who's ever stared at a blank page, struggling to come up with ideas.
For sure.
But remember, David stressed that these AI tools are meant to work with us, not replace us.
Absolutely. They can help us overcome writer's block, generate ideas, and even draft whole pieces of content.
Right.
But we still need that human touch
Yes.
to refine the output fact check.
Right.
Make sure the tone and style align with our brand.
It's a partnership.
It is.
Gotta take over.
Right.
But it's not all about words.
No.
David also talked about the importance of video, especially with platforms like TikTok becoming so dominant.
Yeah.
That's where Lumen 5 comes in, right?
Right. He described Lumen 5 as a user-friendly video creation tool that can even turn written content like a blog post into an engaging video.
Oh, wow.
It sounds almost like magic.
So you could take a blog post you've already written, feed it into Lumen 5,
You've got it.
and it would automatically generate a video complete with visuals, music, and transitions.
Exactly. And you can even customize the style and branding to match your company.
Wow.
It's a game changer for businesses that might not have the resources to hire a professional video editor.
These AI tools really do seem like they could democratize content creation,
They really could.
making it accessible to anyone with a good idea and a willingness to experiment.
I think so.
And David didn't just stop at these specific tools.
No, he did.
He also talked about broader strategies for content creation, like repurposing existing content.
Yes, that was one of my favorite takeaways.
Yeah.
Remember his example of turning a white paper into multiple pieces of content?
Yeah.
I talked about pulling out key insights and creating a LinkedIn, a blog article, and even an infographic, all from that single source.
It's such a smart way to get more mileage out of your content and reach different audiences on different platforms.
Absolutely.
He also mentioned outsourcing as a possibility
Yeah.
for businesses that might not have the in-house resources
Right.
to create all the content themselves.
There are so many talented freelancers and agency out there who specialize in content creation.
Right.
It's a great option for businesses that are stretched thin.
For sure. And of course, he emphasized the importance of planning and organization,
Always.
using a content calendar to map out your strategy
Yeah.
and schedule posts in advance can make all the difference.
Huge difference.
He even suggested specific tools like Trello and Notion
Oh, yeah.
for project management and content plan.
Oh.
These tools can help you stay organized and keep your content flowing smoothly.
For sure. And for those of us who are constantly juggling multiple social media accounts,
Yes.
he suggested tools like Hootsuite and Buffer for automating social media posting.
Lifesaver.
They can be real lifesavers.
Right. They help you maintain a consistent posting schedule across all your platforms,
Right.
which is crucial for building a following and keeping your audience engaged.
Exactly.
David's presentation was packed with actionable advice.
It was.
He really gave a clear picture of how AI and smart strategies can transform content creation.
I agree.
But he didn't just focus on the tools. What else stood out to you about his overall message?
He constantly brought it back to the importance of strategy, knowing your target audience, and choosing the right tools and platforms for your specific business needs.
It's not one size fits all.
It's not about blindly adopting every shiny new AI tool that comes along,
Right.
but rather about using these tools strategically to achieve your goals.
So it's not just about but it's also about the all and the how.
Exactly.
And he reminded us that even with all these amazing AI tools at our disposal, we shouldn't underestimate the power of human creativity and intuition.
Absolutely. It's about finding that balance between human and machine, using these tools to amplify our own creativity and create content that is both effective and engaging.
Right.
It's a powerful combination.
He's given us a lot to think about, that's for sure.
He has.
But one thing that I noticed he didn't really touch on is personalization.
Oh, that's an interesting observation.
Yeah.
While David focused on using AI for content creation,
Right.
he didn't really delve into the potential for personalization.
Right. I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Imagine being able to use AI to tailor each piece of content to the individual interests and preferences of your customers.
That's a fascinating thought, and it's an area where AI has huge potential.
Mhm.
Imagine sending emails that speak directly to each recipient's needs, or serving up ads that perfectly align with their interests.
It would be like having a personal shopper for information,
Right,
guiding each customer to the content that's most relevant to them.
exactly.
It could revolutionize the way we interact with our audience.
It really could.
Wow. It's definitely something to keep an eye on as AI technology continues to evolve.
Absolutely. It could be the next frontier in content marketing.
So where do we go from here?
Mm,
David has given us this amazing toolkit for content creation,
right.
but he's also reminded us that it's not a magic bullet.
Not at all.
It's about using these tools strategically and creatively to achieve our goals.
He's given us a roadmap, but it's up to us to navigate the journey, and that means experimenting, learning, and constantly refining our approach.
So David has given us this solid foundation to build on, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely.
She's shown us the tools and the strategies, but now it's about applying them to our own businesses.
Right. It's like he's handed us the ingredients and the recipe.
Right.
Now it's our turn to get in the kitchen and start cooking up some amazing content.
And who knows, maybe in the future, AI will be even more advanced, helping us personalize content on a whole new level, like you were saying.
Right. Imagine being able to create content that adapts in real time to each person's interests and preferences. I mean,
Wow,
it could be a game changer for engagement and conversion.
that's a powerful thought. But for now,
Yeah,
we've got a lot to work with.
we do.
So what does this all mean for you listening? Well, you don't need a huge team or a massive budget to create effective marketing content.
Even small businesses can compete and thrive in today's digital landscape thanks to the power of AI and these smart strategies.
David has shown us that it's possible to create high-quality content at scale, reach the right audiences, and achieve your marketing goals, even if you're starting small.
It's about being strategic, being willing to embrace new technologies, and always staying curious and learning.
So don't be afraid to experiment. Try new tools, see what works for your business, and never underestimate the power of a good story.
Right.
Whether it's told through words, videos, or any other medium.
Because at the end of the day, it's the stories that connect with people and drive results. And maybe someday AI will be helping us tell those stories in ways we can't even imagine right now.
That's something to look forward to. So keep learning, keep creating, and most importantly, keep experimenting. Who knows what incredible content you might bring to life with the help of AI.